My name is Maher Abiad and I'm a Nolimitspreneur.
You're now locked onto another episode of the Nolimitspreneur Podcast, the show that helps you dominate in life and in business to enhance your mindset, confidence, productivity, time management, habits, and goals. And now, your host, Maher Abiad.
Hey, what is up, Success Nation? Welcome back to another Nolimitspreneur Podcast episode. I'm your host, Maher Abiad. I'm super excited to have you on the show today. It is New Year's Eve when I'm actually recording this, so it'll probably come out in the next month or so, but I really thought that it would be an amazing topic to talk about confidence and how confidence being so essential and self-esteem being so critical to have in life to be able to accomplish so many things is a great topic to help so many people out with being able to change their life for 2020, for their complete future. And for me, I realized a number of drastic changes happened when I started to work on my confidence, when I started to work on my self-esteem, when I started focusing on my mindset and how I thought about my abilities and how I thought about myself inside, my self-worth inside. And that's a topic I definitely wanted to discuss with everyone today, to be able to improve your confidence, to feel good about yourself inside, to know that you are worth it, that you can accomplish whatever it is that you want, that when you go out there, you feel good about yourself inside. You walk out of the house in the morning, no matter what happens, you feel good of who you are, because you are perfect in every which way. And every day, you just get better and better. So confidence is so important for me because it's opened up so many doors. I didn't realize how important it was to develop that proper mindset, that confidence mindset, and being able to see things in a whole new light now, being able to tackle so many different things that I never thought I was going to be able to do in the past. When I was growing up, when I was younger, I was shy. I was an introvert. I didn't have too many friends. I had a number of really close friends, but I wasn't somebody who went out there and seeked attention or was sort of the pillar of the party. I was shy. I was reserved. I kept to myself. I did my own thing, and I was good and I was okay. But over the years, I've definitely realized the necessity that I've had to develop to be able to share my knowledge, to share my experience. I've had to really work on my confidence. I've had to really work on my self-esteem. Because in order for me to be able to help as many people as possible, I had to change myself. I had to improve myself. I had to become more confident. I had to feel better about myself. I had to know that whatever I was doing was the right thing. And whatever I was doing, I could do it. Because I want to help as many people as possible in this world change their lives for the better. Because there's so many things that you can accomplish that you limit yourself to. And that's why in this podcast, I really wanted to jump into the confidence sort of topic and self-esteem topic, being around New Year's, obviously, and to be able to share sort of what I've kind of gone through. Over the years, it sort of developed that I felt the need and the necessity to work and improve on my confidence. It wasn't something sort of that I really wanted to dive into, but it just hit me one day that I needed to be able to put myself out there, to get my message out there. And the only way I could do that was to work on my confidence mindset. Because for me, I said, you know what? I actually have to really get into public speaking. And I have to get myself up on stage. I have to get myself in front of an audience. I have to get myself in front of people, because that's the only way I can get my message out there. That's the only way I can help people change their lives, improve their lives. So then recently I started taking some training at Toastmasters with public speaking, and it's definitely helped me improve my confidence and being able to speak in front of a crowd, and other things that have definitely come out of that confidence sort of epiphany. Being able to say, you know what, I'm going to write a book. And I wrote my first book, Time Thieves, out on Amazon. I definitely recommend you guys go pick it up. It's based on time protection, what I call time protection. You may call time management, but I call it time protection because time is definitely one of the most valuable assets we have. But a lot of people, they don't treat time as an asset. They treat it as something that just has an abundance, has unlimited supply, which it doesn't. So I was able to go out there and write a book, start up my YouTube channel, start this podcast, do public speaking events. I was able, through my confidence shift, I was able to say, you know what, I can do more than this. So I created and just launched recently the Nolimitspreneur MEETUP group and hosting first event in January. And that's going to be fantastic. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. A way that I can not only, on YouTube, I can share my experience and knowledge. On the podcast, I can share my experience and knowledge on being in front of people now in an audience. I'm able to share my knowledge. And I want you to ask yourself, what is it that having confidence and self-esteem would change in your life? How would being able to be more confident in your life dramatically change it for the better? What type of things would that do for you? What type of doors would that open up? Walking into an interview and being able to nail an interview, walking into a business presentation and just going up there and just crushing that presentation, going out on a date and feeling comfortable knowing that you're going to be able to know what to say and possibly having that potential to maybe meet that person of your dreams, or being able to just go out into any situation, walk out your door in the morning and say to yourself, you know what, no matter what happens, I feel good about myself. I feel good about myself, and I am going to go out there and I'm going to make the best life I can for myself. And no matter what failures happen, no matter what negative things happen, I know that I can battle through that. There's no challenge that I cannot handle. It's not about life. What I've realized is not about the challenges that you're presented with. It's about how quickly you can get back up and fight that challenge and tackle that challenge and keep pushing forward. That's what confidence is about. Just imagine, even if you're a sports athlete, being able to just jump into a game and say, you know what? I'm going to win this. We're going to win this. That's just life-changing. That just dramatically changes the future. These simple things that I was able to implement because I felt all of a sudden my back was up against the wall. I said, you know what? This is not the life that I want to live. I can do more than this. And when I started to feel like I was up against the wall, that I was kind of down and I needed sort of to pick myself up, I really started focusing on myself. I really started focusing on my personal development. And this confidence and self-esteem just really started to blossom. And I really started to see what I was doing wrong or how I wasn't acting properly or what I had in my mind that were these self-limiting beliefs and some things that I wanted to share with you guys today. So, the first thing that obviously holds us back from confidence is fears. And fears, as I talk about a lot, we have, even if you don't realize it, because we're living our day to day, we don't realize that we're living a habitual type of life. Everything that we do is habits. And these, culmination of habits are routines. And these routines, you don't realize what you're sort of doing because it's all normal. It's all feels natural. And we don't realize that we're giving others more permission over our mind and and control over us than we think. And one thing that holds people back and limits people back is they have those fears. They have those fears of what's somebody else going to think about me? They lack confidence because they feel that, you know what? I'm going to fail if I do this. It's not going to work out. That fear of failure is one of the biggest things that I've had a complete 180 about. Over the years, and fortunately being an entrepreneur and being able to run my own business, I've failed miserably multiple times. And, oftentimes, I used to look back and I used to say to myself, yeah, it's, I made that mistake and that mistake and that mistake, and I failed in this and I failed in this. But looking back now over, especially the last 10 years, the last decade, these failures have been the best thing because they've guided me to where I've needed to be. And that's right here, right now, sharing this message with you. And that's given me the confidence to say, you know what? I've survived those times. So that means I can survive anything that's coming my way right now. And one thing that I really discovered is another type of fear that people have. And one that I had was a fear of success. It was almost more comfortable to be in that position where nothing was working out, things just were not the way I wanted it to be because it was easier, because that's what sort of was normal. But then for some, that fear of success, that fear of change in their life, that confidence that they could have, that injection of self-esteem that they could get, that's scary. That's fear of the unknown right there. So that fear of success may be something that's holding you back from developing more of that confidence and going out there and putting yourself out there and getting more exposure for yourself, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner. And that was one thing I know that definitely held me back. And this is the next point I wanted to jump into. With self-limiting beliefs, if you only knew how many self-limiting beliefs we put in our heads daily, the I can'ts, the what if negativity, the I don't have, enough of this. There are so many limits that we put on ourselves. And this is one reason why a number of people lack confidence and self-esteem, is because of these self-limiting beliefs. And I really want you to get out from that voice in your head. That voice in your head is instinctively going to tell you to get out of a dangerous situation. Obviously, that walking down the street and getting out of the way of a bus, that's a great thing. But when you're in life and you feel like asking that person out, when you want to start that new business, when you want to say, you know what, I want to quit smoking, I want to quit drinking, I want to start eating healthier, there's a voice in your head that's going to tell you, things are normal, things are fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep doing what we're doing because it's safe. It's recognizable. It's normal. It's comfortable. But at the end of the day, it's not going to get you ahead in life. It's not going to move the needle. And it's not going to make you a better person. One of the success traits for a human being is change and personal growth and development. And for me, I can tell you honestly, if I am not growing every single day, if I'm not learning, if I'm not bettering myself, if I'm not challenging myself every single day, I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm shrinking, contracting. And that may be the same thing for you. And I really want you to go out there and challenge yourself. You get that self-limiting belief, you just put that thing like you never heard it. You keep going forward. You have to feel good about yourself. You have to know that you are worth it. You can do whatever it is that you want. We not only put limits, and obviously with the Nolimitspreneur podcast and the whole brand around Nolimitspreneur, we put these really, really low limits on ourselves. And that's something that I'm on a mission right now to challenge you to break that first ceiling. Take that little step, just that little step. And then tomorrow, take another little step, just a little one. Challenge yourself. Do something different. Do it for a little bit. Do it for a few days. Do it for a week. Do it for a month. You're going to notice the most amazing things going to happen. You're going to get this momentum behind you, and then you're going to say to yourself, wow, I did all this. What else can I do? And that momentum is going to keep pushing you forward and forward. And that's that snowball that I keep talking about with personal growth. And that all starts with little things that you can do to help increase your confidence. Do one small thing. Put yourself in a little bit of a situation that challenges you. I started doing stand-up comedy and starting to tell jokes. Wow, it was tough. It was scary. But I said, you know what? If I'm uncomfortable, that means that's a good thing. That means I need to go here. I need to challenge myself to do this. Am I a stand-up comedian? No, but doing something that challenges you and makes you feel uncomfortable is growth. You have to tear that muscle to be able for it to repair and grow stronger and bigger when you're working out. You have to put yourself in discomfort to feel comfort later on. So the voices in your head, they're going to hold you back. They held me back for years. I wasn't good enough. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I said enough is enough. I felt that back up against the wall, and I said, you know what? I deserve more. I can do more. I can give more. I'm not doing enough right now. And I said, you know what, voice in my head? Thank you very much. You can keep talking to yourself because I'm going out there and I'm going to make things happen. And I want you to go out there right now and make things happen today. In the new year, go out there. What are you going to do? What are you going to challenge yourself? Build up that confidence. One thing related to the lack of confidence that held me back, and I'm sure has held many, many back, is that need or that thought that whatever we go and do, we have to be perfect. We have to make sure that if we're launching a new software, we have to be perfect before we put it to market. Or if we want to get on a weight loss program, things have to be perfect before you're going to start eating healthier and start going to the gym. Or if you want to create something new in your life or go out there and do something new, like learn an instrument or learn a new language, the timing has to be perfect. Confidence is about going out there when you know things are not going to be perfect and doing them anyways. Your confidence comes from the fact that you know that you're going to be able to go out there and do whatever it is that you put your mind to, even though the situation may not be perfect, and thus the outcome may not be perfect. but you're still going to go out there anyways and do it. I started writing, putting some jokes together and just going out there and standing in front of people and speaking and telling a joke, one-liners, skits, different variation of jokes to see what would work, what got a better laugh. I wasn't perfect by any means. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put myself into this situation because I need to grow. And I might not have the perfect material, but I'm going to go out there anyways and see what happens. Because then when you go out there, you realize it's not as scary as you first thought it would be. And this is where it always comes back to the loop. Once you do something for the first time, I really want to hammer this through. Once you do something for the first time, there's been this wall that's always stopped you, but then you finally break through one day. The sky's the limit at that point. You can accomplish so much more at that point because this one thing that used to hold you back no longer holds you back. And you develop that confidence to say, wow, I was waiting all these years and this is how easy it was. This is how, less stressful than I thought it would be. Action, action, action. You got to go out there. And the longer you let your mind hold yourself back, it's going to eat away at that confidence. It's going to give you that doubt. It's going to give you that. It's going to talk you out of it. It's going to talk you out of anything that you want to do. Go out there and make that happen. But then you might be saying, well, I have a lack of experience. I don't know how to go out there and do what I need to do. I don't know what exercises to do. I don't know how to start a business. I don't know the first thing to say to the opposite gender if I meet them. Sitting back and thinking about it, the only result that you're going to get is to continue to sit down and think about it. Remember, your thoughts create your beliefs, and those beliefs create your actions, and those actions generate and yield your results. So all this stuff here at the front, you can be stuck in your mind for forever. But until you take that action to get to the result, that's action. That lack of experience, when you're telling yourself that I have lack of experience, that's one self-limiting belief. What I want you to do is I want you to become resourceful. One thing I've learned being an entrepreneur is entrepreneurs have to become resourceful because growing up, I didn't really have anybody to turn to. I had to figure things out on my own. I had to learn new software on my own. I had to learn new skills on my own. I had to learn everything on my own. But at the end of the day, I was able to say, you know what? I need help with this. How can I get help with this? Who can I go out and who's already got that information and who can I get some help from? Or what if I buy this and this tool or this app or whatever can help me achieve what I need to do? Lack of experience is an excuse. You need to go out there and become resourceful. You need to go out there and take action because you have to remember, at the end of the day, someone's already done what you want to accomplish. So who can you go out there and get coaching from or mentoring from or advice from or learn from? Go to Wikipedia, go to Medium and read a blog post, go to YouTube, watch a video. There's tools and apps, there's technology out there, there's things that exist to help us. So I don't want you to say that I have a lack of experience. Instead say that, you know what, I may not know now, but I will know. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find the answer. And then I'm going to reach that level that I want to get to. Confidence is so amazing. It's that almost jetpack that you have that pushes you forward. And self-esteem is what you need inside of you as well to help fuel the confidence. A lot of us, we have that fear of that judgment, that fear. We look at social media and we say, you know what, this person's better than us. This person's living a better life than us. And that makes us feel bad. But let me tell you one thing, the social media that you're looking at is just a snapshot in time. You're not getting the full picture. You're not getting the struggles. We all struggle. We all struggle. We all have challenges. We all have things that don't work. Don't go out there and start looking at people and where they are now in life and then ignoring all the years and the hard work and the sweat and the early mornings and the late nights that they had to put in to get to where they are. You are where you are right now because of the actions that you've taken in the past. I want you to take new actions to get new results so you can better your life starting today. And that starts with your confidence and your self-esteem. I really hope you got some value out of today's video. You've been listening to another episode of the Nolimitspreneur Podcast. Please share this with somebody if you have a friend or family member that you know that might get value out of this. I really want to bring you more amazing content like this. I really want to bring you more content to be able to help you change your life for the better, starting today. Please, one thing I'm going to say before signing off here, take action today. There is not going to be a better day that comes up. The perfect time doesn't exist. I used to wait so long for that perfect time. Yeah, I'm going to write a book when the perfect time happens. I'm going to get onto YouTube when I have the perfect time, or start this podcast when I have the perfect time. That never came. I waited for years. I was like, wow, you know what? I better start now. Because the work I put in now is going to benefit me in the future. The seeds, the bricks that I lay now are going to help me with that perfect wall and that perfect situation, with that perfect outcome that I want in the future. Take action now, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. You've been listening to another Nolimitspreneur Podcast episode. My name is Maher Abyad. I'll catch you in the next podcast episode.
You've been listening to another quality episode of the Nolimitspreneur Podcast with your host, Maher Abyad. Want to continue to master your mindset? Download the 7 self-limiting beliefs that are stealing your success away guide for free right now at NoLimitsMindset.com.